for Game Loot Network. Again, my name is Dr. Tamara Allen. And what is a Ruby? A Ruby is a game ambassador who is active with a $124.99 membership and has personally enrolled 3 individuals as game ambassadors on their personal team. And, the reason why I gave you that definition, because we want people to understand, what a game ambassador is. So what is our goal? Our goal is to help our team members hit their goal within the first 3 days of being a part of the team. It's really important. You can do it within your first 30 days. You can do it whenever. But if you want to maximize the compensation, if you want to really receive a serious compensation with this company, you want to at least try to, if you can, knock it out your very first day. We have people to get their 3 within an hour. We have people to get their 3 before the day is out. We have people to get their 3 in 3 days. We have people to get it in a week. But the bottom line is, if you want to maximize the compensation, the way we teach our team is get your 3 in 3 days. Some people are doing the pay it forward system, okay? That's on them. But what we're saying to you is 3 in 3 days. So a Ruby has a minimum of 300 business volume, 1 that they personally enroll, and then they went out and acquired 3 people that end up coming on their team 1, team 2, and team 3. That classifies and qualifies you as a Ruby in Game Loot Network. Also, it will allow you to receive $5 a day in daily residual as long as your 3 personals are active. Now, what does that give you on a monthly basis? It gives you $150 total. What I like to tell people is, to make this better than free, to make this really awesome, make sure you have your 3 people, because it will cover the cost of your monthly expense to do your business. So you will take that $150, let that sucker pile up, withdraw it from your e-wallet into your checking account as direct deposit or a bank wire or as a check, or you can purchase one of their debit cards, and you will use that commission to cover your monthly expenses for the $124.99. Now, what does that leave you left? If you're a Ruby, it leaves you $25.01. You're also going to receive an instant $250 level up rank bonus. Over the course of the year, that's going to give you an extra $550.12 if you didn't do any other rank but Ruby. But as your people are moving forward, they are wanting their business to be better than free as well. So they're going to go out and enroll their 3 individuals that are going to join their personal team. That means you have a minimum of 1,200 in business volume. Now, what am I saying when I say business volume? Well, each person that enrolls as a game ambassador is worth 100 business volume points. And in order for you to move up in the rank, you have to have a requirement of 1,200 points with a 40% rule to push you up. In this example, which I'm upset, I apologize for not doing the 40% rule. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to do it just so you guys can see it really quickly, so we can do the math. And a 40% rule, you can have this going on, okay? You can actually have this. So let's just say that people are enrolling their people a little bit differently, and you didn't have your 3 that got 3. What if you had on team 1, your 3 went out and got their 3, but then one of their 3 got 1. And on team 2, your person that you personally enrolled went out and got 2, but one of their people got 1. And on team 3, one of your personals just went out and enrolled 2 people. This will still qualify you according to the 40% rule. So let me bring out the calculator, okay? In order for you to qualify with the 40% rule, when you have 1,200 points, you multiply that by 40%. It's 480 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 480 points here, 400 here, 300 here, will qualify you for the next rank. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew that portion in case you see that and you say, I didn't actually get my 3, they got 3. A couple of people were putting people in and I still qualified for it. So you want to make sure that you're always following the 40, 40, 20, or 40% rule to push you up to the next rank. Here in a perfect world, this is the Ruby 2. Your 3 went out and acquired their 3. You have 1,200 in business volume. So what does that pay you as a Ruby? It pays you $20 per day over the course of 30 days. And as people renew their membership the following month, you will be paid at that rank as well. Well, that is an extra $600 a month, an extra $7,200 a year. But let's break it down by subtracting your membership. $600 is what is earned minus your $124.99 leaves you with $475.01. You're also going to receive an additional $500 instant level up rank bonus. Over the course of the year, that will pay you out $6,212. You're still a win-win situation. It's your 3, they went out and got 3, and they're duplicating the process. And as that happens, you're continuing to move up in the rank. Now let's talk about spillover. To hit the next rank, it's called Ruby 3. You have to have 3,900 in business volume. 3 of them that you've personally enrolled. And the other folks came in any which way. But here, in a perfect world, your 3 went out and got their 3, and their 3 went out and got their 3. Now, what is spillover? Spillover is when the people above you are actually enrolling individuals into the team as well, and they happen to fall up under you. How is that possible? Because there's only 3 legs, so they have to fall somewhere. So if it's going to fall based on where you fall in their organization, you will then in turn see what is called overflow or spillover. Here's an example. At Ruby 3, really quick, your pay would be $30 a day at 30 days, which is equivalent to $900 a month, as long as your personal 3 are active and the other remaining 36 people, based on the 40% rule, below you are active. 900 subtract your monthly membership of $124.99 will leave you $775.01. It covers the cost of your business. And that's really important because you're only going to pay for this one time. The rest of it is going to come from the profits that you earn in Game Loot Network, where you're going to also add a $1,250 instant level up rank bonus. And when you add that over the course of the year, you're looking at $10,550.12. That's more than what you had before. You're not housing any products. You're not doing any actual demonstration of, liquids, potions, and lotions. It's a digital product that is highly addictive, and people have a lot of fun. And that's what's really cool about being a part of this. So let's get back to the spillover portion. Here, you have individuals that came in. And this is another example of a Ruby 3. It doesn't always have to be actual game ambassadors. It could be individuals who have become your customer and they've downloaded the app and they're paying a monthly subscription of $10. As you can see here, you have team members that you've personally enrolled. They went out and enrolled personal individuals, and then some customers have come into play. But it still equates to 3,900 points, and it still falls within the 40% rule, and you still have active 3 people, which qualifies you at a Ruby 3, and you're still going to get paid $30 a day, and you still would have gotten that one-time level up rank bonus. So I really want to stick this in to give you guys a true example of how the customers are going to also help you qualify to hit your Ruby and beyond rank. Here is the spillover portion. As you enroll your 3 and they enroll their 3, guess what? People above you are going to be enrolling individuals as well. So again, they have to fall somewhere, and it's going to fall below you based on where you are in the organization. Well, guess what? Those individuals on your team are also creating what is called spillover as well. So they have to go somewhere. And again, hopefully this gives you a great example of what spillover is really like. And then you guys will continue to grow, and those points will count towards you as you move up into the compensation. Now let's talk about position equity. Guys, the first three positions are your first teams, team 1, team 2, and team 3. Please understand, okay? Please understand that those first three people, those first three positions, you want your people in those first three positions. Why? Because the people above you are working the business also, and they can put people in and qualify them as a Ruby. Does it count for you? Yes, it does count for you also. But the really cool part the cool part is it counts for you, but the other part is it can push one of your individuals down. And this example here, you enrolled your first three people, but here it is, you enrolled a fourth person, a fifth person, and a sixth person. As you can see, it's going to fall somewhere in the organization. And the way the system works, you can either have it autofill, and it feels like a typewriter from left to right, or you can have team 1 filled, so it'll say left, or it'll say right, or it will say in the center. And as it fills up, that's where those people are going to fall. Okay. But if the position is taken, it's going to give it that next slot. So when you look into your back office under my downline, under the matrix that shows you the spread, the first thing you're going to see are the 3 slots. Then the next position that you're going to see are 9 slots. Then the next position will be 27. And as your team is building, once again, those slots have to be filled up. They're filling up with individuals that are joining your team. And based on how your people fall, that's where they will go into. All right, so, and I will show you an example of that, but we're going to go to the next example first. So here is another example about position equity. You want to be positioned first, above, because if somebody puts somebody in, they're benefiting off of what you do. Let me rephrase that. They're benefiting off of what the people that you put in do, whereas your people can sit on top and they're benefiting off of what they do and beyond. So to use this example right here, I want to use my pointer. So 1 second, let me see if I can use my pointer. No, it won't let me do it without messing me up. Okay, so I'm just going to stop. All right, so here, when you put somebody, this person came from above and it hit your first slot before you were able to personally enroll your first person, okay? What ended up happening is your second person, they put in another person and it took your third position. Well, your second person fell here. Well, they put in people right here. They put in their 3. So that person is benefiting off of everything and below. Whereas if your person was sitting there, they're taking advantage of everything that comes in from below, meaning their first, second, and third leg. Whereas here, it will be positioning and taking advantage of not just their leg, but everything up under. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys, that this person will benefit off of everything down there. Whereas if this person was here first, your first person, they will be taking advantage of everything that's below. If I am not saying that correctly and you're not understanding, could somebody let me know, because I want to make sure you guys understand that. And as a matter of fact, hold on, I'm going to open up a back office so I can show you from a visualization from our back office. I hope everybody is understanding and liking the presentation and have a little bit of clarity. Are you guys having a little bit of more clarity? If you could respond for me. Is this a little better clarity about a Ruby and placement and all of that good stuff? Okay. I got one response. I guess nobody else is having a better understanding. I'm sorry. Okay. Alrighty. So let me go ahead and pull up the back office from the matrix, which is what I'm doing right now. I'll give you guys a little understanding about one of the positions. Okay. All right, so as I show my computer, show my back office, as you guys can see, I have a couple more things for you guys for training today. This is one of my leaders, and this is Chow. Well, Chow enrolled her first 3 people. She enrolled her first 3 people. Johnny, Lang, and I can't remember the person's name because they put a number there. So she enrolled her first people. That's the first 3 positions. So I'm going to move this up so you guys can see it a little bit better. Because if it's too small, I want you guys to see it better. So I apologize for that. All right, so with 1967, they enrolled their first 3. Remember, that's the position. Let me use this one a little bit better so you guys can see. So here it is. Tommy came in, and he's going to fill up his spots. Well, he enrolled his first one. Then he's going to try to fill up his next ones. But the people above can end up putting people in. And what that'll end up doing is his second person will move in that position here. So let's talk about Bay real quick, because this is a great example on hers. Bay has her personal 3, but somebody from above enrolled Nelson. So the person above put in Nelson. So Nelson took up the first spot. Well, guess what? Bay had another personal. So it went into this slot. And then they had another personal, and it goes here. So the way the autofill fills up is once you have enrolled your first 3, it will then place your 4th personal in whichever first position that's available on your team 1. If you enroll a 5th person, it's going to put it under your team 2 in the first position available. And team 3, it will fill it up in the first position available. So hopefully you guys have an understanding as to how that is placing. Now, if you want to know how to change it, you go to the right-hand corner, you go under profile, and you will change your placement. So it will be autofill left, which is team 1, center, which is team 2, or right, which is team 3. Hopefully that gives you guys a better, understanding as to how that's working and how it fills up and how you can go and change it at any time. All right. So let's get back to our presentation. So in this example here, as I was stating, your 3 personals, you want them to take the front line so they can benefit off of any overflow that's coming. Will they benefit still? Yes, they will. They will benefit off of them, but just on one leg. If they're sitting above them, they benefit off of all 3 legs. That is the difference, okay? All right. So who do you go after? Ladies and gents, you go after every single person. People are asking me tomorrow, what are you doing? I'm talking to everybody. Why? Because the compensation is an amazing compensation. But not only that, we're actually having fun. And when I introduce to you how to do your own game parties, you're going to see why this is going to be literally amazing. Okay, so let's go over the level up and builders bonus really quickly. Don't forget to read the compensation along with the policies and procedures. All level up and builders bonuses from rank 2 and above are split into 3 payments and paid to you on the 15th of the following month. So we have 1 week left of the month of July of 2016. If you're wanting to rank up, or if you wanted to enroll your 4th Ruby and beyond so you can get those rank bonuses, you need to do it now. You must have your personal 5 customers within the first 60 days upon enrollment. And that's according to the FTC ruling. Okay, it has nothing to do with the company. It can't be self-consumption. It has to be customers outside of your personal self. We're going to be going over that training in a few moments, but of course we want to reiterate, if you came in June 1st, then by August 1st, you need to have those customers. Okay? All right, fantastic. So this is conclusion of this particular presentation. We want you guys to make sure that you are booking your game parties, and we're going to go over that in its entirety today. I'm really excited about that because I put something together that's going to help each and every single one of you take your business to the next level. You can even have a calling party where you bring over your team members and you're calling your friends and families and your business associates that you know to be customers for you. That's right, to be your customers. And in a few moments, we're going to go over that training. So it concludes our Ruby training for today. I want to make sure no one has any questions before we proceed with the next one. Does anybody have any questions? Thank you very much for the comments. All right, we have one question. My concern is what you just explained makes it look like people are losing something. If they do not fill their first, they will lose their... No, they're not losing anything. What I'm saying to you is this is position equity. This is like prime real estate, okay? For me, it's prime real estate because they get to get overflow. So when you're talking about overflow, you're talking about the first leg. So think about it for a second. Hold on. Let me bring this up. You're going into Matrix Viewer when you're looking. No one loses anything. It's just that you get to benefit more off of more people in the spillover if you are positioned and you quickly enroll. That is what it is. Hopefully that explains that to you a little bit better. Nobody, at this point in time, there is no real spillover. Why? Outside of the people that we are putting in. You want to know why? Because when I first got in, it was only 300 people, okay? It was only 300 people. So with those 300 people, we have to create our own, and we're still creating it, and we're growing fabulously. And I'm glad to be in the beginning because as it fills back up and more people come in, we get the overflow. So no, there is no loss. There is no loss at all. This is about talking about the fear of equity. If this is me, and this person right here, and they're getting ready to put in a leader, let's just say, Billy is getting ready to put in a leader. I'm sorry, Tal is getting ready to put in a leader. Where it has to go somewhere, so it's going to go on leg 1, leg 2, or leg 3. And because this person filled up the spots, guess what? It's going to fall here. Or it may fall here, or it may fall under. So at the end of the day, we all benefit. Okay? Uh-oh. Sorry, you can't see my screen. All right. Sorry about that. So in this example right here with Tao, okay, as you can see, this is a very good example. This is a very, very good example. Tao came in and enrolled their 3. Well, this person went ham. They started putting their people. Well, Tao is getting ready to put somebody else in. So it's going to position 1, where it may be a leader. If this person doesn't put in their 3, this person gets to benefit off of all of their legs. This is what I need you guys to understand. Whereas this person will benefit off of all of their legs. Let me go up one more level so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so Billy benefits off of everything below. Everything below. And this is how it is in all of them. So it doesn't matter where you are. It's about your people. It's about position equity. It's about where you placing your people. It's not where you placing them. You don't know who is going to do what. Let me make sure we understand that right now. You never know who is going to do. The people you think that will, won't, and the people that you think that won't, will. It happens every single time. What I'm saying to you is you want to be positioned because you don't know where the overflow is going to come. But like I like to tell people, I don't concern myself with the overflow. I will create my own overflow. And you have to have that mentality because as people are coming into the business, okay, for you, you're going to have that opportunity to say, I'm already getting paid. I'm working my team. I'm working my business. My people are working. They're trained up. They're ranking up. And that is the number one priority. Is making sure that a person that comes in acquires their 3 to hit Ruby. so they can be paid. That is my number one concern. I don't want an individual to have to pay for another month beyond. And then I work with them on hitting the next rank. That is all we need to be concerned with. Any overflow that may come as far as spillover is icing on the cake. But as of right now, because we're very much in the beginning, we don't need to be concerning ourselves with the spillover. We're going to create our own spillover. Now, what if a person falls off? This is Tao's second person. You just go ahead and replace it with another person. That's all you do. There are going to be other people that are going to see the opportunity because your excitement and how you presented it, or them getting on the conference calls or on the webinars will get them excited. I had a person who signed up on my team, personally signed up under me yesterday. It was Friday, because of a YouTube video. Now, in one of my other businesses, I enrolled over 485 people from a YouTube video. So what I'm saying to you is, guys, you have to step out of the box to talk to people. It is not just on social media through websites. Through Facebook. You have to also talk to people. We're about to talk about that in a few moments. So hopefully that gives you guys a better description. Hopefully that explains to you that the fact that you can use customers to allow you to hit your next rank, which is really cool. So it's not just on personal enrollments or team enrollments. It's also on customers as well. So as this concludes,